Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I am filming you from a different location than normal. Not only, you can probably tell by the background here, this is not my usual kitchen. I'm not sure exactly what date this video is going to be uploaded because where I am staying right now, there is no Wi-Fi, but I will upload it whenever I do get on the internet. Right now, as I'm filming this, it is Thursday, October 17th. I am filming this from small town Saskatchewan. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Janice. I live and work in Manitoba, Canada, and I actually was born and raised in a city in Saskatchewan, which is one province west of Manitoba. And on Wednesday, October 16th, I flew out to Saskatoon because I have family in Moose Jaw, Regina, Saskatoon, and a few different small towns in Saskatchewan as well. Right now, I'm visiting in a small town a couple hours outside of Saskatoon. My brother is out here, and my other brother lives about 45 minutes from here. The brother that I'm visiting right now, he has been battling cancer for a while, and I wanted to come out and spend some time with him, and we've been having a really good visit. When I came out here a year ago at the same time, and while I was here then, I made him a pan of lasagna and a crock pot of chili. Now, I came out here this time intending to make some meals for him again, and he specifically asked me last night after I got in if I would make those two dishes again. So we went into the city today to do some running around. We went in, had some lunch, had a nice sit-down buffet restaurant, and then stopped at a medical appointment for him, and then we stopped at Real Canadian Superstore, and I picked up some items. I was torn between going to Sobeys, which is the chain of stores that I work at because I have a staff discount, or going to Real Canadian Superstore because I knew that I had some things on my offers that would end tonight. Like I said, I do work at Sobeys back in Manitoba, and we do have a corporate employee discount there, and we collect Scene Plus points there as well. But I do also do a good chunk of my shopping at Real Canadian Superstore and take advantage of their PC Optimum program and collect points. And usually I save both of those up all year and try and redeem them at Christmas time. So this haul is from Real Canadian Superstore, but in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So let me show you what I picked up. Some of the things were things for the meals to buy him that I'm going to make for him, and some of these were just simply things that I need for my own household and that were on my offers. The tampons obviously are not for my brother. I brought those for my daughter and myself. They were on my points offers. And I'm going to try and find them on the receipt here because, as always, I struggle with finding prices on my receipt. I think they were $9.99 or $9.98, something like that, which is the same as at home. One thing I do know is that the PST is slightly cheaper in Saskatchewan than it is in Manitoba, so we'd probably save a few cents here and there on taxes that way. Yes, 2 at $9.99. Had they been on sale, I might have bought a couple more boxes. And then a 6-pack of my pop. These are, what size are they? They are 750 milliliter bottles. I believe these were on sale for $4.50. There was limited to. I just bought one because my family is driving down from Manitoba tomorrow and to pick me up, and I don't want to be dragging a whole bunch of stuff with me in the. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a minute. My brother's cat decided to jump up and get right in the middle of all the groceries. I haven't had to contend with that at home because I don't have cats anymore. I just have parrots. Anyway, back to this. Centrum vitamins were on my offers, and so I grabbed one of the ones I use. Those were on sale for $12. You could have bought up to 4, but I just don't have the budget for it right now, and I just said, well, I'll buy one to get some points. And then Ziploc bags are on my offers, and I wasn't going to buy those out here. However, I did bring some toiletries with me in my suitcase in a Ziploc bag, and one of them leaked, so it's kind of like all over. So I decided to buy one pack here, get some points, and use a new bag basically for my stuff. I want to say those were $5.49. I'm just trying to find it here. The vitamins were $12. I think they were $5.49, I believe. And then I got these. There's 2-pack here with lids, but to use for the lasagna. I'm just making one, but I'll leave the other pan behind for him to use if he wants to for something else. Cake pan, that was $5. And then for the lasagna, I need mozzarella cheese. Now, why did I buy 2 of these instead of one large bag? Well, actually, I compared the price. The large bag was on sale. I can't remember how much it was for, $13.99 or something. And this was $4.49, limit of 2. So this was 320 grams each at $4.49. So basically $8.98 for the 2. And the other one was like $13.99. and it was only a little bit more in size. So actually this was cheaper to buy two small than to buy one big. So that's why I did that. And then I bought a tray of lean ground beefs at $17.70. I'm going to divide that just in half. I'm not even going to worry about measuring it out into thirds. I'm making 2 dishes, so I'm going to divide it in half. And then these red peppers, these are going to go in the chili. Where is that? That was $3.49. And then these meal prep containers, because he lives here by himself, I'm going to make that 9x13 pan of lasagna and a big crock pot of chili. I'm just going to put, there's 5 of each, 5 round and 5 rectangle. I'll probably put 1 or maybe 2, I don't know, 1 for sure slice of lasagna in each of those, maybe 5, 1 in each of the 5, and freeze those. And because I think a 9x13 pan, I'll probably get about 8 or 9 slices out of that, probably 8 to 10 depending how big I make the slices. So I'll leave a few out to eat for the next day or two, and then I'll freeze 5 individual slices. And then the crock pot of chili, his crock pot's a good size, so I'll make 4 or 5 bowls of these to freeze as well. And they were, the rectangle set was $6 and the round set was $3. I did not realize there was a difference. Okay, that is fine. 2 tomato paste, 1 for the chili, 1 for the lasagna. That was 2 at $1 each. 2 chili style tomatoes. Where was that? I'm trying to find it on my receipt here. Crushed tomatoes, which is back here. That is for the lasagna. That was $2.49. The red kidney beans, right there. That is for the chili. That's $1.99. And I bought 1 small bottle of Diet Pepsi for myself to have in the car at $2.50. Chili style tomatoes. I'm still not seeing them on here. I will find them right after I stop. Oh, here they are. 2 at $2.79. I have seen them cheaper, but I mean, you know what? I just need them right now for this. This is for the chili recipe, so I just simply needed to get them. That is just how it is. And then for the chili as well, I needed chili style beans, and those were $1.99 each, I believe. And then the oven ready lasagna noodles, these were, oh, I just saw them. Where are they? Yeah, there. Now I found those Ziploc bags, $5.49, just like I thought. The only other thing I bought was 1 can of mushroom pieces and stems. Normally when I make my chili at home, I like mushrooms, but my daughter does not, so I never put mushrooms in my chili at home. But I thought, well, I don't know if he likes them or not, but I'm going to put them in. I like them. Hopefully he does too. These were, let's see if we look at this together. Can we find it? There it is, the mushrooms. I see them. $1.25. There's the lasagna noodles, $2.49. Maybe this is how I should just do it going forward. The only other thing I bought from this order was ricotta cheese. Usually when I do my lasagna, I alternate between a tomato paste, like not tomato paste, but ground beef and tomato sauce type base for the first layer, and then I do a mixture with a couple of eggs and cottage cheese, and then do a layer of mozzarella cheese, and then repeat those layers. When I did that last time, he said, please, if you do it this time, don't do cottage cheese. I don't like cottage cheese. Now, I don't know if he'll like ricotta cheese, but we're going to try. I thought that's just something, we'll try that different. That was $6 for that. So that is everything I picked up, and I'm sorry if I'm a bit pokey or slow on the prices on some of these. You know, if you've been watching my channel any length of time, you know I struggle with that. But also I'm tired after a full day of traveling yesterday and then driving into the city today, back and forth and all these errands and whatnot, and not getting a lot of sleep last night, and just the emotional nature of the visit too. Like, there's just a lot going on. So I thank you for bearing with me. But let me go over the points that I got now. There's something here called, and I don't know what this is RHS points event. I'm not sure what exactly that is, but I'm not going to complain because it gave me 705 extra points. That is fine. For the tampons, 2,000 points. For the Ziploc bags, 400 points. For the no-name canned vegetables, 100 points. That was the 1 lone can of mushroom pieces and stems. And again, anything that is the yellow packaging black bar that says no name is store brand. Same thing with the lasagna noodles, tomato paste, and the food containers. They all are no name brand. Sometimes name brand is cheaper for some things, but by and large, no name often is cheaper. So, and it all depends on what the points offers are on. If it's a name brand that has the points offer, then I'll go with that sometimes. But it depends Oftentimes no name is cheaper. And if you buy it often enough, sometimes that tricks the system into thinking, oh, she likes to buy that. And then you'll start seeing it on your offers. So again, that's the 100 points for the no name canned vegetables, which is the mushrooms, and the 1,200 points for my Centrum vitamins. So after tax, I spent $118.93. So you can see I earned the 705 points for those that RHS points offer. Down here, come on, needs to focus here. It is being slow. That shows the 705 points earned there. I guess that was an in-store offer. And then my digital offers, which is all the other stuff I read off up there, that was 3,700 points. So that means in total I earned 4,405 points today. That leaves me with a closing balance of 439,509 PC Optimum points, which means I currently have $439 worth of PC Optimum points to use. Now you can only, just like the Scene Plus points at Sobeys, you can only redeem PC Optimum points into increments of $10. So I am literally less than 500 points away from the $440 mark. So that is what I picked up today, and that is why I picked it up. So now I'm going to put some of this away. It is already, oh, what time is it? It's already 7 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to make the lasagna tonight or not. I may just wait and do it tomorrow. Like, I'm probably going to put the chili on first thing tomorrow and let it cook all day in the crock pot, and then maybe make the lasagna for supper, or maybe in a bit I'll still do the lasagna tonight. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to share with you what I picked up, and try and get a video or two out to you, because I know sometimes I can be a bit sporadic with my crazy hectic schedule in getting videos up. So I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you give it a like if you did enjoy it. Leave a comment down below. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed and notification bell is turned on, because I don't have a regular posting schedule. So if you want to see more from me, make sure you're subscribed, because that way you will see when I finally do get new content up. Hope everybody's having a great autumn. And if you are Canadian like myself, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend last weekend. And if you celebrate, I hope you have a great Halloween too, although I'm certain this video will be up well before then. Anyway, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.